Hi guys, my name is Brock, and for this assignment I'm going to be talking about skill-related fitness. This refers to our ability to perform skills. So this includes your muscles and your nerves as well as your brain all working together to perform these skills. In general, all people have different skill-related abilities based on their heredity, age, experience in the sports where they use these specific skills. So all of these skills are important because if we can learn to become proficient in any of these skills, we're more likely to perform these things through physical activity, which promotes a healthy lifestyle. So the 5 main skill-related fitness skills that we're going to focus on today are agility, balance, coordination, reaction time, and speed. Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about is agility. So agility is the ability to change your body positions quickly and keep your body under control while doing so. This helps with things such as rope games, dancing, wrestling, defending in football and basketball, anything that takes a lot of quick movements and lots of sharp turns on your feet. So one great way to teach agility to students is working with cones. So what we're going to do today is we set up a few cones out, and what we're going to do is start at the first cone. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, we're going to work our way through these cones, moving on the outsides of the cones, moving as quickly and as agile as we can through the cones. All right? So what I was trying to focus on during this drill is focus on those quick, sharp turns at the cones, as well as gain as much speed as I can in between the cones. So the whole point of that agility is to keep your body under control while making those sharp turns, which will translate well into a lot of different sports. The next one we're going to focus on is balance. So balance is the ability to keep your body in a steady position while standing or moving. So this skill is really important to have for any board sports such as surfing or skating, snowboarding, as well as gymnastics and anything that you just really need to control your body relative to the space around you. This also works, obviously you need balance for different sports such as basketball, football, baseball, but it really is more important in those board sports that we see. So the example I'm going to show you guys today for balance is more of an advanced movement, and we see this more so in gymnastics, but I'm going to show you guys handstand progressions and how we can work on our balance in a handstand upside down. So the first thing I would tell on a beginner level gymnast or someone that wants to learn how to balance on their hands is go up against a wall. So doing it free handstand without anything to hold you or secure you can be really difficult. So having somebody to hold your feet or a wall is the easiest way to learn right off the gate. So the most basic way to begin to learn how to be upside down on your hands is to start on the ground and slowly walk your feet up. So what that looks like is you're going to be down on the ground. We'll see if we can get both feet up on the wall and hold this position just like this. If you can, get your hands closer to the wall and hold it here. If you can get all the way, that's even better. So the next step after we're getting a little bit more comfortable being upside down is learning how to kick up in order to be upside down without a wall or anything around us. So in order to do that, we need to learn to kick up, and we'll begin with the wall. So we'll start with what we call donkey kicks, and that's just slowly kicking our feet up to get comfortable in that position. So we'll start with our hands about a foot away from the wall, and all I'm going to do is start kicking up to get my feet up and as close to the wall as I can. The more comfortable I get, the higher my feet will go, and then I'll be here in this handstand. So once you're comfortable flipping up and getting onto the wall, now we want to see if we can work on that actual balance, slowly getting our feet off of the wall. So I'm going to be upside down, and what I'm going to focus on is keeping one foot on, but slowly getting the other foot off, and just trying to feel that balance. It's really all in your hands in order to keep yourself from tipping while being upside down. So I'll get upside down, and then I'm going to take one foot off, see if I can slowly rock my weight forward and get that weight off of the wall. And that's how you begin to do a free handstand hold. So that step may take a long time in order to get comfortable and gain balance being upside down without a wall. But the next step after you're done, or after you feel confident enough without a wall, is now attempting it without one. So now I'm going to be away from the wall. Same idea, trying to imagine as if there's a wall there. Same, motion that I would do with the wall, and that's slowly kick up. Trying to get my feet up over my head, and this may take a few tries to get all the way. And then just trying to hold it, and really, while I'm upside down, I'm focusing on my shifting the weight from my palms to my fingers, and that just takes a lot of time, and that's how we can work to get better at balance. So our third skill we're going to talk about is coordination. Coordination is the ability of body parts to work together in order to perform an activity. So we see this in all types of sports. For example, hitting a ball requires the use of your eyes together with your hands and your arms in order to hit the ball. Jumping hurdles, kickboxing, aerobic dance, all require your eyes, your feet, and your legs all to work together. Kicking and performing dance steps require coordination as well. One great way that we can teach coordination is with a rope. So I have my demo here, Joelle, and she's going to be showing us just some different jump roping techniques. So for jump rope, it requires your feet and your hands all to work together in order to get that rope moving while jumping off the ground. So the most basic jump rope is bringing that rope once around for every one jump. And so she's just focusing on jumping and whipping at the same time in order to keep that rope going without hitting her feet. All right? So some ways that we can advance from a regular jump rope is something like jumping on one foot. So she's thinking about doing the same thing, but now she's putting all of her weight onto her left side. So this takes a little bit more coordination in order to perform that movement. So another thing that we can do in order to improve our coordination to advance even further after she feels like she is comfortable on jumping on one foot is trying to cross the rope, going from a regular jump rope into crossing her arms and keeping that rhythm going. So this will challenge her timing more. It'll challenge her feet and her hands to be able to keep that timing and that coordination as she goes through the movement. All right, and since our volunteer is so coordinated and has mastered all of those other movements, I'm going to challenge her with a movement called double under. So now I'm going to tell her to jump once and try to get the rope under her feet twice. Look at that. So coordinated. All right, our fourth one we're going to talk about is reaction time. So this is the ability to move quickly when we get a signal to start moving. So we see this really in endurance sports, anything like swimming and running especially, where there's a 3, 2, 1, go call or a gunshot, something that we need to be able to move quickly as soon as we hear the sound. All right, guys, so one drill that we can do in order to improve our reaction time abilities is this partner drill where we have some item. We have this little pipe today, and what we're going to do is I'm going to hold it up. As soon as I drop it, she has this amount of time in order to catch it. So I'll start higher, and then as she catches it, then we'll try to make it a little bit more challenging to decrease the amount of time that she has to react to catching that item. So here we go. Good job. Too quick. Still doing it. Last one. She got him.
Okay.
All right, the last one we're going to talk about is speed. So this is the ability to get from one place to another in the shortest amount of time possible. So this can be anything and everything. We're just talking about speed in general. So if you think about hitting, your hands have to be extremely fast in order to get your hands around and hit the ball when it's coming. It could be running, running from one place to another as fast as you can. can be kicking a soccer ball. You need speed from your legs in order to get the power in order to kick the ball far. For this final drill, what we're going to do is with this basketball, you'll need a partner, and what you're going to do is one partner is going to be dribbling the ball, and the other person's goal is basically to get the ball from the other team as quickly as possible. So in the middle of a game, when everybody's moving around, the ball's being dribbled, you have to have speed with your arms in order to get that ball. So we'll start off simple. I'll just be dribbling the ball, and their goal is to be quick with their hand in order to get the ball from them. As you progress, and that seems a little bit too easy, one person can be dribbling the ball back and forth between two hands, as well as moving their feet around to make it a little bit more challenging. So she's going to be doing that. I'll see how quick I can get the ball from her. So it takes a little bit of practice, but this is one way that we can practice speed with our hands stealing a basketball. So as you can see from all of these examples, it's very important to have these skills while playing sports, but it's also very important to have these just in life in general. So some examples that you could use these things for, say you're getting chased by a dog, you need to have speed in order to run away. Reaction time is really important for something such as, say you're at a baseball game and there's a foul ball, you need to be quick in order to protect yourself from the ball coming. Things like that, all these things can be applied to everyday life, so it's really important to work on these skills in order to improve and become better at life.